Hey, America, Daddy do. Hey, I just heard that California is in the process of losing the Chevron refinery. They talk about moving it someplace, and I guess it's the things that Gavin Newsom has gotten done. I can speak on that because, hey, the Chevron refinery in Point Richmond was one of my first jobs right out of high school. The ROP program got me a job at the Chevron refinery in Point Richmond. I worked there for the next 16 years of my life. Worked the Long Wharf. I worked in the lube oil division, solvent treating, uh, light ends, steam plant, many places around there in 16 years. And what Gavin Newsom doesn't seem to realize is that place has been there for decades. It was there laid out for decades when I started working there in 1980. The place around Point Richmond has turned into a Chevron town. The little store at the end, inside of Point Richmond, caters to the refinery operators. Uh, Tank Farm Hill is full of 80,000, 100,000 barrel tanks to accept the crude oil that comes in from the Lone Wharf. Crude oil comes in from wherever it comes in, Sri Lanka, all over the world. But the ships, when they get here, they come to the Lone Wharf and are offloaded to onshore tankage. That tankage of stuff has been there for decades. The piping and the piping that it takes to get the product from the ship to those tanks has been there for decades. They're all steam traced, so the product on the inside, if it solidifies, they can heat it up with the steam. They're talking about a major fiasco if Chevron leaves Point Richmond, California. That land has been there in the Chevron refinery for it must be 50, 60 years. Um, California cannot afford to lose Chevron. If they lose Chevron and Chevron leaves and goes somewhere else, nobody's coming back. That's going to be a major refinery no longer in service. Gavin Newsom, you better get your stuff in order, baby, because last thing California needs to do is lose the Chevron refinery in Point Richmond. Man, I don't know if it's ego or what, Mr. Newsom, but man, you better pay attention. Don't let Chevron leave California. Boy, you won't like the results. Daddy do.